What's good, everybody? What is up? What is up? It is the Can We Knock podcast. We are back. Me, your host, Evan Combest, with my two co-hosts. We have
Akai
and
Kenneth.
And guys, we are back again in the studio. That is right. Shout out to City World Radio. Shout out to Sky's Crescent Radio. Shout out to Jade. Tone isn't here in the moment, but Tone will be here later on in the episode. So shout out to him early on. Shout out to the Facebook live stream.
What's up, guys?
I want to give you everybody an update. I got my camera back.
He's got it back.
Yep, I got my camera
it's
back.
Amazing.
It is lit. Let me my soundboard going real quick.
It is Sunday.
The soundboard's back too.
Soundboard's back. My camera's back. My
quality's
laptop's back. I mean, videos.
We back in business.
Yup, the videos will be uploaded throughout the week.
Just give us time, guys.
I got a lot. I got a lot going on.
Give it time.
It's a lot, but remember, good things come to those who wait. Turn up the volume on that.
Yeah, make sure I let them know. That's why. But guys, how are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm good, bro. How was your week? How was your week, Evan?
How are you, Kai?
I'm chilling.
I clearly asked how Evan's week was.
I know he wants to go in a certain order. That's why he was like, "Yo, let me gauge how good my week is comparatively to."
All right, let's bring that back then. Yo, Kai, how was your week?
It was lit. Even though there was some craziness at my school, but I can't say legally. I can't say anything. That's all I can say.
All I can say is I can't say anything.
Exactly.
You ain't hear from me, but
you didn't hear from me. Nobody knows where I work. Cool.
There you go. Fantastic.
Perfect. Like I'm a government agent or some shit. It's like, yeah, you
okay, Agent 47. There you go. You got the barcode on your afro.
That's why I have the afro. Oh, you had to pull that up? Word? You had to pull that up? That's actually me crying after my last bank account check. Oh, I was like looking at it. I was like, oh, damn, I got to send this right back out. Rent.
First of the month's coming.
First of the month came and gone.
Well, when we're uploading this, it will be the first of the month. So hopefully everybody paid their bills. Make sure everybody get all their rent money due. If you not, get all your excuses ready.
Exactly.
Exactly. Because you don't want your
get
landlord.
your IOUs.
Exactly. So if you owe somebody money, pay them back.
Pay them back. Oh, is this
get the fuck out?
Wait a minute.
Is this happening right on air?
Oh, get the
live
fuck
on
up.
it? No, wait a minute. Live on air.
This is happening live on air.
Oh, after.
Exactly.
I have the applause ready for you.
Sorry, Chief. That ain't it.
That ain't it. I saw
right.
$3 come out your pocket.
That was more.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Is this a reverse trickery? Like, oh no, I got it for you, fam. What? That's nah. Tell me that's not all singles.
We have a show to run that I should have wrote all the topics down to.
But
let's start somewhere where we missed out on last week. We missed out on Insecure.
Yes.
So we have two episodes
did.
to catch y'all up on. By the time
Yes.
this episode's coming out, the season finale will have aired. We'll talk about that next week.
Mm-hmm.
But see, Insecure, those past two episodes, for the week that we missed, it was an episode where they went to the
baby shower.
Yeah, they went to the baby shower, and then Issa, the main character, ran into her ex-boyfriend
Lawrence.
Yeah, and at the end of the episode before that, they met in the grocery store.
That was a 7-Eleven, my G.
Grocery store.
Isn't the 7-Eleven a grocery store?
Hell no, they don't
you.
have apples there.
Depending on the.
You're listening to 7-Eleven.
Are we in 7-Eleven?
No,
that's funny.
My group.
That's funny.
No, you know what was crazy about that though? It's just like the exes coming back together. I feel like we were talking about it, Evan. Like it actually in a 7-Eleven. We were saying
a grocery store.
Look at God.
look at God. God's plan. But we were looking and we were like talking about it, and Evan was. Like, he was saying, hey, you know what? I feel like next season.
My fault.
I can't say too much. I'm sworn to secrecy about the show. But I guess a prediction for next season would be like Lawrence and Issa getting back together, which I feel, I don't know, man.
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
Other things happen. Let's talk about the episodes and what we thought about it and the issues that arose in those episodes. In those past two episodes, the main character, she ran into her ex-boyfriend, but she's also dealing with the current boyfriend who they just had a really intimate moment with the episode right before it, and right now the guy has gone MIA on her. He's not responding to her text messages. He's not responding to the phone calls. She's calling him. She's texting him. He's not responding. She's even shown up at his home, and he's not there, and he's just nowhere to be found, and she's like running herself crazy trying to like figure out what's going on with this dude because she really likes him. And I wanted to talk about ghosting culture.
Yeah.
And about like, have we ever been ghosted by a chick? Or have we ever ghosted a chick?
Mm.
Open Open suggestion.
I feel like
open table.
I feel like this almost happened, but it was just in a manner where it was just like, I don't know if this person is feeling me or if I'm feeling this person. I mean, they just seem like a nice person. Not that I wanted to start anything with them, but it was like
you were open.
It was a business opportunity, actually.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because it was an idea that I had, and I was doing something on my IG outside of the podcast and music. Since this isn't a music podcast, Evan, but I was there, and we were just speaking, talking. She liked the idea that I was doing out of nowhere. I was like just on my live one day, playing guitar and making beats, and she was like, "Oh, that'd be like really dope for you to do." I'm like, "Thank you," and it's just like genuine support. But then it seemed like it was something else. So I don't know. It's like I was just like asking, like, "Hey, why are you so supportive and why are you so helpful?" And that was it. Nothing else after that. At all.
Have you like reached out to her since?
No, I actually got to see this person
in person.
Yes, at the most unlikely place.
7-Eleven
here. Oh. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. There was some pre-production shit that nobody knows about, but that's for the Lost Files of Can We Not podcast.
Hey.
But it's just like I don't know what to do in those situations because this is the thing. What if you see the person that ghosted you after they ghosted you?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So how do you handle that?
I just kind of said, "Hey, all right, well." It's like, "Hey, did you do that idea?" Nope. It's like, "Oh, you should have." Like, I guess. What happened? We were talking before. What happened?
You're alive. What's going on?
Not even that. I'm just like, you're gonna be super supportive and like kind of with whatever I'm doing, and then you just, all right, I'm done. That's like I literally legitimately asked, like, "Hey, so why are you being so supportive? Like, I appreciate the help and everything, but where's this coming from?" No answer.
That's weird.
It is. Ghosted. Literally ghosted. I'm sitting
Danny Phantom.
Yo, she
going ghost.
Going ghost.
There you go.
Shit, man.
So you've been ghosted on before.
Yeah.
But you never ghosted anybody.
I don't feel like I've had to. Because it's just like, if you really do kind of click with a person, you just tell them straight up. But if I didn't really click with a person, I'm just like, hey, all right, I'm just going to go do my own thing. And I kind of end the conversation there. I'm not just going to keep you around and hopeful wishing. Like, nah, sorry. I can't do that. That's a fucked up thing.
That is fucked. I feel like it is. I feel like ghosting somebody ghosting somebody is like for no apparent reason, just like, you know what, I'm just stop replying to this conversation or replying to this person.
Yeah.
That's like, there's no way about it. That's fucked up. Like, even if it's just like an instant conversation, like you and I are just talking, like, hey, like, yo, let's meet up in like a week or two, let's go over some ideas, shit like that, and then we're talking, and then like out of nowhere I just cut you off. Boom. Nothing. Like radio silence. And then we're just like, okay, well, that the day that we plan to like meet up or whatever, I don't hit you up, I don't respond to your calls, text, whatever, and then you just like see me doing whatever. It's like that, like, yo, like I've been ghosted before, like when I think the three of us were trying to do something, and then like I was hitting somebody up to like come with us, and then no response, text, call, Facebook, IG, everything. It was just like, yo, you good? Where are you? And then it's just like after about like, I want to say like an hour or so, no response. It was like, yo, fuck it, let's just go on without them. And then it's just like, ever since then, they've hit me up, and I've just not responded because I felt like that was,
you ghosted them in return.
Exactly, because it was rude for them to do that to me.
So the question I want to ask about that is, why do y'all feel like ghosting is so common nowadays? Because it's such a common thing that, like
people
you just
get busy.
said, like Kenneth just said, it's rude. People get busy, but to not even be able, you have your phone in your hand, to not even have the courtesy to say, "Oh, I'm busy right now. I'll hit you up back in whenever." Like, most people don't even have that. They just don't say anything because they can't, even though they can't do the thing. Yeah. They can't even tell you that.
People are they're either absent-minded or they just get busy.
It's almost been acceptable
because everybody gets everything so fast, and then you expect shit so fast, like that instant gratification. So I feel like, even if you don't give the answer within that moment, it's still an answer.
But at all, though.
But at all, I feel like it's still an answer.
Even if you can't,
that's why.
Even if you can't like make it to whatever that we had like previously agreed to or whatever, or you just like want out of the conversation, at least a heads up would be nice. Like if you,
people don't do it,
but people should do it. I feel like that would be Like that would be better accepted than just like nothing.
You feel like people might do it like ghosting is only acceptable because we're all basically guilty of it.
We're all doing that shit.
We're all guilty. Like everybody's guilty of it.
We've seen the Batman meme where it's just like, oh, these plans that you're talking about. Yeah, sure, I'm not going to them. But
I can't wait to cancel last minute.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. But then again, it's like you kind of get to that point where you're.
But if everybody's comfortable with it, that's probably why people like it's an unspoken language. It's an unwritten rule.
Yeah. Unwritten rule.
Yeah. It's just
everybody wants it to be common courtesy, but nobody wants to give the common courtesy.
But I've been like, I'm not gonna say like, you know, I most likely have been guilty of it with some people in my past, and not women, but just like, you know, sometimes like you said, people make plans that you have no intention of going to, but you don't want to let them down, so you just try to like give hope and hope you can make it. Hope there's like a clone of you that can make it out to whatever the fuck.
Two places at one time. That's some 90s sitcom shit. Like that's some Saved by the Bell shit.
It'd be awesome though. But I feel like, you know, nowadays, even with me, I'm like, I have my phone, and my thing is that sometimes my best response is my instinct. So like, if I can like get it and I can read it, then I can respond. If I can read it, I can respond to it. And whatever I'm feeling in that moment is the answer I'm giving you. Whether or not, and I'll let you know like if I can't make it, if I can make, whether or not if I can or cannot make it. And even if I'm like, I don't think I can make it, so I'm gonna let you know like, yo, for right now, put me down as a no, but I have to move some things around. I'll let you know if I can. But for now, don't look forward to me. So I try to make sure that I respond in the moment. I feel like that should be how the culture moves with ghosting. Because when you don't ghost somebody, going back into the show, Issa just kept texting him, calling him. And even back to our last episode where I talked about how many times has a chick called you in a row. And granted, it wasn't under the same pretenses because you were asleep, but like, which is what we're all doing when we don't answer that first 3 times.
Exactly.
Chill out, shorty. It's more or less that stalking that, I'm looking, I gotta find what he's doing on this website. Let me go to his Instagram. Let me check his Facebook. Let me check his Snapchat.
But you know what? That did happen though.
That happened in the show.
It was crazy. When I tell you, like, they basically had a fake account, which everybody knows.
That's the question. No, because on the show, the main character, she had a ghost account that she used to, all right, maybe he's not responding to me, maybe he'll respond to somebody else. So she has a fake account that's not just hers, it's her whole group of friends. They all go to this one hub that's a fake account to message people and try to get them to respond to see what's going on.
The command center or some shit.
The bundles. The bundles page on Instagram.
Bundles, basically, yes. I got added to a bundles page out of nowhere. I feel like it's somebody.
It's an X. It's an X trying to keep up.
I can't say anything. I'm sworn to secrecy. Wow. Now, but listen, if you can do all that covert espionage shit,
is that acceptable?
Make a business. No, these they could have had a business. All right, they could have sat down and said, you know what? Okay, this is the charter meeting number 12. We're coming together. We're commencing right now. How are we going to get over this?
Teddy committee. Man, boy, we feeling shitty.
Well, don't waste your energy on some nigga. That's one dude. What?
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of problems with the show. You know, just the fact that a bunch of women got together to stalk a man instead of creating a business. Why does Issa have an Android and everybody else on that show have an iPhone?
Listen, they got to show the realness of it. Okay, she was
just because she's poor, she can't have an iPhone.
Listen,
she can have the 6.
She can have the 6. There's a lot of people that they're still on those Obama phones, but they're making everything else work.
Listen, it's the only thing we got left of them. We gotta keep them close to our hearts and our pockets. What's going on in the White House is wild.
I see your message bubbles are green. You falling on hard times.
But the question I wanted to ask was, back to the show, was that she was stalking him, and like you said, everybody's making these ghost accounts to follow to try to keep up with people. Is that acceptable? Is it okay to like stalk somebody online?
No.
I mean, but there's no
to stalk
real
their
way.
Posts?
There's no real way if we know or not. Because I mean, I feel like everybody's guilty of doing that. Like it's kind of like people watching, like in public. Like, you know, people go do that shit. They're like, oh, look at that. Oh, he would be good with this and that. And he looks like that actor or whatever. People can just easily do that. Sit online and go to Facebook and just be like, oh, Jeff. Oh, you know this person? Ooh. And it's just like, it gets to be a little much. It's overwhelming. But you don't know if people are doing that. There's no way to filter that.
And here's where I go with it, because, you know, I work in a school, and I think either last week, one of those weeks, we were having I was teaching a class about internet safety with social media.
Yeah.
and we was talking about it, and one of the kids, he was just like so obsessed with like impressing other people and like, you know, being like, no, I got a Facebook, I got an Instagram, I got this, I got that, and no, it's not crazy. You know, I talk to people and they want to talk to me, I'll talk to them. I'm like, bro, you don't understand. What you put on the internet is like putting something in everybody's mailbox. What you post to the internet is what you post to public. Yeah. So whatever you think about the information you put online is information that can be used against you. So if you don't want people to use something against you, you shouldn't post it up online. And like the golden rule is, would I show my grandmother this? If you wouldn't show it to your grandmother, why post it online?
Exactly.
Because that's who it could potentially fall into the hands of.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Exactly. Like, remember when we were like younger and like when we used to like, oh, we spend weekends together.
Evan, you're doing too much.
Please stop.
No,
no.
Yeah, we spending, you know, at the cabin.
No, but we all chilling back in the days, and somebody pass out because they can't hang.
All right,
and niggas
chill,
would
bro.
draw dicks on faces, or
Whoa,
like we wait till the first person to fall asleep.
Yeah, that was a little wild.
Listen.
And Evan cheating at Monopoly.
Yeah,
facts,
cool.
yo.
Long story.
All real winners cheat at Monopoly.
Cupcake the tycoon.
Cupcake the tycoon.
Fuck you, Cupcake. We still got to run that fade.
The streets is waiting. Meet me on Broadwalk.
Broadwalk.
Broadway.
Shut up!
He doesn't.
I've had a stressful week. Let me tell my joke.
The wrong way.
Broadwalk. Hashtag Broadwalk.
But like I said, all dudes know this from back in the day, that dudes would fall asleep and whatchamacallit, they fall asleep and you wait for your friend to fall asleep and you take their Facebook and write they was gay.
Yo.
Remember when we used to do that?
No, just to Evan.
What's his we?
Just
yeah,
to
we
Evan.
just did that.
I never got caught.
Bro.
Nah, I never got caught. It was always you and Stefan.
That did what?
That
fell asleep and right
wait a minute. But
see?
No. I remember I caught this nigga Evan, and I sent a message to somebody. That was where it kind of drew the line. That's where we had to kind of.
Oh wait, I remember
That's
that.
the only thing. I feel bad about that because it's like you can't take that one back. You can
don't.
do a post and just be like,
I don't remember that message.
I do.
Good.
All
Perfect.
right, cool, whatever.
Perfect. Verizon.
But I remember writing that on your page, and your grandmother was like, "Oh my
No, you
God,
didn't.
my baby!"
Oh, that's right. I will.
Oh, I can't believe you. I can't believe.
That's why I don't add family on social
my
media.
poor baby's
But
a
you have
faggot.
to.
No,
Is that a bad thing though?
to have
What?
family on social
Because
media.
now that I'm thinking about this whole ghosting thing,
That's why I said
Is it-
posting
is-
stuff online and stalking somebody online. Is it really stalking if you're posting it out to the world?
well, that's true.
If I didn't want you to see it, I just wouldn't post.
But then again, I mean, with IG and Facebook, you can
And
privatize
privacy,
it.
Yeah, privacy settings. And
But
stuff like
at
that.
the same time, I'm
So
thinking
then
to
how can
myself,
they see it if it's
yeah,
private?
unless
Because
somebody
you
screenshots.
can keep, you
know,
can
you
keep
got
it
people
from
that
certain, you can keep it from certain groups. Like, okay, this is for my friends and coworkers. They can see this, and this is for my family who can only see this. Like,
Scam 101. He's telling us. He's telling us something. Tell us the
Scam of
keys.
life.
Scam of life.
I'm not a scammer. I just
Shout out Facebook. We teaching you how to scam right
there
now.
you go.
101.
But
Cook it
yeah,
up in the
but you
kitchen.
can. But you can keep certain people from seeing certain posts online. Like I know that there are posts that like my coworkers don't see, but like my friends can see, and vice versa. Like I put up certain stuff so that like other people can see.
Like
it.
when you talking shit about your job.
It's okay. None of them watch this anyway.
Shout out Connex Level. Shout out Connex Level.
Wow.
You can bleep that. You can bleep that.
No, but
We're live.
No, but do you think that's like qualified to stalk people online, even though it's the public, it's the world,
It is the world, and once you put it out there, I feel like
Anybody
it's fair
can
game.
see it, so it's like,
fair
that's not
game, though.
stalking.
It's not stalking, but
the amount of dedication I'm putting to your page is irony. Is very.
But there are always those people that decide to say, "Hey, let me add this person." With the fake guys, you know what?
No. Irie or Erie?
Yo,
Yo,
so you know what else
Irony.
happened in the show?
what ting and ting?
Irene.
You're fun to see. Listen, I feel like that whole ghosting culture adds to the whole like, hey, we're gonna create fake accounts, and sometimes people do it,
Yeah.
and it's
You know what's
wild.
weird?
It's wild.
Recently, because I had an ex of mine. On Instagram, you post your Instagram story, it tells you who watches it.
Yeah.
And recently, I had an ex who doesn't follow me, just watch my Instagram story one day. And I was just like, why are you, like, it was odd. I didn't reach out or nothing else about it, but it was just kind of odd that I just saw that you just happened to wonder what I was doing. Because it wasn't like a mistake. Well, you know when somebody like watches one and then they just skip over the next one. You know, like, oh, you didn't watch my whole story, so, you know, I just auto came up. But I'm like, you're not even following me. So you seeked me out and watched my whole day.
Unless they were just in
and
the
it wasn't
bathroom.
like I posted anything about them and nothing like that. So it wasn't like I didn't have an issue. Like, oh no, she saw. No, I didn't have anything. It just kind of, I just thought that was odd. But at the same time, I put it out online. My page is public, so you know you can see it.
Oh yeah, true.
You can see it.
That's different.
If you see something you like it. Please leave a like and a comment down below.
And
let us know your subjections on that topic about ghosting.
Yo, you're not speaking English at all today.
What did I say?
Subjections.
Yo, I'm about to kick this nigga off the podcast.
Well, I mean, we are talking on.
Tone is back in the building.
Tone's back. Tone's back.
Tone, round of applause. Tone is back in the building. What's good? You gotta have to make it go ahead.
Talk your stuff, King. Talk your stuff.
Gotta buy him time to
Just
talk.
got off the St. Pablo
It is
tour.
my favorite podcast.
Yo.
Oh man, we didn't want any of that smoke.
What's up, Tone?
Tone.
Came here on one of those damn city bikes.
Damn.
That's real. That's real.
You good, fam?
Don't ride around here.
Don't.
Too much incline.
I see you got
too much.
That's why you got the towel.
Yeah.
Damn.
Definitely, man. What y'all talking about?
We were talking about ghosting people online. Have you ever been ghosted or ghosted somebody?
Unfortunately not.
Nobody's ever just stopped hitting you up.
Nah, this chick I know died, but like that's probably the closest thing to ghosting.
I mean, it's kind of after.
Take his mic, Jay. Please.
Cut him off. He's had too much.
Can we not go that dark? This, no, it's a Sunday.
Now
We'll
it's
say
sad. Let's move on to the next one. It's
yes.
sad now.
All right. Yes. Also, throughout the topic, because she kept talking about the whole he's not talking to me, so it made me think of the question about relationship consistency.
Yeah.
Okay.
About communication, and girls always stress it out, and I'm like, how realistic are we with that expectation about communication and consistency in a relationship? Because every day is different. So you know, sometimes you should just appreciate the effort. Every day I may not be able to reach out to you or talk to you, and you know, a lot of girls go. I've seen a lot of posts about this, like, oh, if you can go a week without talking to me, you go the rest of your life, or you know, certain things like that.
That's mad immature.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I actually.
What's the longest you think you've gone without talking to a significant other?
You know what the sad thing is? I don't feel like it's a sad
thing.
thing.
Or how long do you feel like you can go without talking to a significant other and it be okay and everything still be cool?
See, I had a relationship where we kind of like, since the first day we started talking, we didn't stop like kind of like communicating with each other. And that was just like, I don't know. I guess it was one of those things for the both of us. But I mean, we just enjoyed talking to each other. That was it. Like, we would talk to each other every day and just like, you know, hey.
What's the longest you ever talked to a person?
Longest I've talked to the person?
Yeah, consistently every day.
Probably. No, I'm like, when I tell you the entire relationship, we literally talked every day.
I know I was trying to make a joke. I wanted you to say, and how long was it?
Shut up.
I was trying to get you to snitch on yourself, but you cool. You learning.
Shut up.
You learning.
That's all I can say.
You're learning.
But I mean, in past relationships, I like it did have that like spat where it was like maybe like a week here, 2 weeks here, and that was only because either of us were like just involved with other things, and it was just like it was a different time. Like, you know, it was high school as opposed to college or anything like that. You know, different years. So.
But would you say that lack in communication caused like a rift in the relationship that eventually caused it to end?
I would say that wasn't a part of it or a major factor.
But did it spark it?
I don't think it would, because it's like, I think what people don't appreciate nowadays is like, okay, there's going to be moments where you're not going to be with that significant other. And then when you guys actually do get back to it, like the time that you share together is like that much more special and thoughtful.
Yeah, let me miss you.
Exactly. Like nobody misses anybody anymore. Like it doesn't.
It's almost
happen.
impossible because, like you said, that instant gratification with the social media and technology.
Exactly. You're so accessible to the world, so it's like, okay, all right, I saw you yesterday. Oh, you're good. You got a new hoodie. Cool. That's it. Kenneth?
Longest I've gone without talking to a significant other, honestly, probably like about a week or so.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say like a year. Or
yeah. Yeah, because I had shit to do. Like,
and how long do you feel like you could go without talking to a significant other and still be cool? Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm gonna check the temperature. I'm gonna
if we being real, honestly, I can go. if I just got to send you like a hey, good morning, and
nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Oh, fuck that. Like probably like a good 2-3 weeks.
And then you're gonna miss them.
Yeah. What?
She said what? She said what? What are you talking about? Yeah, no, Jay.
Sometimes I don't like talking to people. That's it. Like
but at the same time,
sometimes I just don't want to talk.
True.
Heard him, bitch.
Heard.
My nigga ain't trying to talk to you. Leave him alone.
Like shit. Like sometimes I'm tired from working out. I got shit to do at home. And it's just like I got this podcast to do. Like I think just give me my Fortnite. Just leave me alone.
So Evan, how do you feel?
How long can you go, Evan?
Yeah, no, I feel like he can go years without physical.
Here's my thing.
Here's my point.
Wait, are you gonna do the white man tie?
No.
Okay.
No, because I feel very strongly about this topic, actually. Because I feel like, a lot of the time people feel like because of the technical advances in today, like our emotional state of being, our way of living is supposed to change along with it. We have not caught up. Our minds and emotions have not caught up with the climate of technology of today, where people feel like they are entitled to your response. Like you just said, like, oh, I can send it real quick and I know you got it, so you got to respond. It's like, you don't know what, I could be fighting crime. You don't know what's going on. Like, in my mindset may not even be, like, I may not even be in the mind frame to want to speak to you right now, or to even come up with the sentence to like talk to you right now, because I'm thinking about something completely unrelated. I am dealing with something completely unrelated to you, and it's no disrespect to you, but I just don't have it right now to talk to you. And that's what makes me come up with this mentality of like, really, I'm strongly against like the constant communication. We are not married. We do not live together. Why do I need to talk to you every single day? You are your own person. I am my own person. I'm going to respect your space the same way I want you to respect mine. And back in the day, where maybe because my parents are old school, my dad is 70-something years old, my mom's in her 60s. Yeah, my mom's in her 60s. And it's just like, when they were growing up, they didn't have technology. It was like, I see you when I see you. I literally see you. Mail, Exactly. I see you when I see you, or I see you when I get home. I go to work. I can't text you. You just see me when I get home. You ask me how my day was. You ask me how lunch is then. Like, you got to just wait. There's like no patience today when it comes to communication and relationships. And I've had a lot of relationships and dealings with people where, because of lacking communication, if anything, majority of my relationships that I've ever dealt with in my life have ended or sparked an ending because of a
lack of communication.
A dip in communication where we've gone like a little spree or whatever. And maybe that's my fault, because I got into a habit of, when I was in high school, I was in a long distance relationship when I was younger, and we used to call each other every day, write letters, and talk about each other every day. But we're in high school. We're doing the same shit every day. So after like 4-6 months of that, it's just like, yo, I already know what you're doing.
You're at lunch
I don't care.
Fifth period is in like 5 minutes.
I could just go back and play Kingdom Hearts. Like, I don't need to talk to you right now. I could hang out with my friends. We're playing basketball in the backyard. We in the back street shooting niggas. Like, we just hanging out doing regular shit.
Incriminating.
Why are you snitching on yourself?
I'm not snitching.
Stop talking about the past life you had, man.
But I'm just saying that, all jokes aside, I do feel like, it's just like, it's an unrealistic expectation.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Where it's just I don't even feel like humans can do that. Humans aren't meant for that. Like, we can communicate and do that, but like that type of like mind frame of, or I guess robotic of like, yo, I gotta talk to you. You gotta talk to me. We gotta talk to you because you gotta talk to me because I want to talk to you.
No.
Like, that's a hostage situation.
Give me my life back,
stop holding
please.
me hostage.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
I'm not having a great morning, please.
And I just feel like it's such a stupid stigma nowadays, where it's like, oh, if you could go 3 days without talking to me, then have a nice life.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, what the like? I'm not a pet. I am not a plaything. I am not a toy. I am not somebody you could put on a shelf, and then once you decide to take me off the shelf, you are going to have my undivided attention.
Yeah.
Now, I can understand in situations where, like, if a girl comes over, and then you shouldn't be playing your video games. You should be trying to give her your attention.
Of course.
No, you should be, because it was explained to me, and I was like, oh, damn, this girl really makes sense. It's like, I came over here to see you. I didn't come over here to watch you play games and watch you ignore me.
Exactly.
If anything, I'll just go home.
Exactly.
Why'd you invite me over?
I could have FaceTime.
Now, let me.
Oh.
Yeah,
No. Let me.
defend it.
No, I'm not defending it. I'm presenting a situation that's somewhat similar to that. Like, I was in a situation where I was home. I was dead watching just like Mad Family Feud compilations on YouTube. This girl Skypes me and is like, "Oh, what you doing right now?" Oh, nothing.
Skype?
What?
You still using Skype?
Yes.
He doesn't have an iPhone. He can't FaceTime.
Oh, damn! You got his whole business out here. Damn.
Exactly.
The whole world side for him.
Exactly. Anyway.
Yuck. I'm sorry. Yo, shout out to the Get Kenneth an iPhone team. Hashtag Kenneth iPhone.
Wow.
Please
Anyway, back to my story.
smash that like button.
Anyway, so we're on Skype and she's like, "Oh, what you doing?" Like, I turn the camera so she can see what I'm doing. Don't play the laugh.
I'm not. Go ahead.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
So watching, and we're watching it, and then every few seconds she's interrupting me and like asking a question or saying something. I'm like, "Yo, what are you doing? Why are you talking to me? I'm busy right now." It's like, "Oh, what are you getting upset for?"
Nah, dog. Come on, man.
That was you.
Come on, man.
What's going on?
Come on, man.
What's going on, babe?
So
What's going on? I don't know what's happening. Please talk to me.
Talk to me on MySpace. Hit my
What?
aim up.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Go ahead.
So
Speak your truth.
speak my truth.
There you go,
So-
King.
So I'm getting agitated because I keep pausing. I make a point to pause it to be like, "Yo, I'm trying to watch this. I'm trying to listen to this." And she's like, "Oh, but it's just that." It's like, cool, but I was watching this before. Why are you like disturbing me because you want to talk? Like I was doing something before you hit me up. You could have hit me up like, "Yo, like, are you free right now? Like, do you want to talk?" Some shit like that. Like I'm not saying it should be like that, but I'm kind of saying it should be like that. Like,
No, you were enjoying your own private personal space.
Yeah.
And I thought you needed something. That's why I picked up.
Exactly.
Now you're holding me hostage to entertain you. when
Exactly.
That's not what I was.
That's not what I'm here to do
That's
right
not my
now.
job. Go
Exactly.
get a hobby.
And then
You want to hang out? Come hang out.
And then she called it attitude like, "Oh, all you ever want to do is that." It's like, no, right now this is what I want to do because I just got off work.
That's what I was doing.
Exactly.
That's what
I
I
just got off work. I just came out the shower and I'm relaxing for the night.
I'm relaxing for the night.
That's it.
I have my bathrobe
You ain't
on.
got the answer.
No, that was just funny to me. He's like, I'm done for the night. Just him with a bonnet on and a robe.
If I took that robe from DC, that's actually how I would be for the night. Robe and a do rag.
No, but that's how it should be. Like, honestly, it was just like you shouldn't have. Like, you're not that person is not entitled to your attention. That person, you know, how they basically just tried to demand that, you know,
I
like,
have to talk to you because you just hit me up. No, I don't want. Right now, I didn't want to talk to you. Like if I wasn't watching this, I was probably gonna be playing 2K.
Like, you know how many
getting ready
times
for
like
bed.
I've been like, let's say like I'm going to the city, I'm driving to the comedy club, and a chick want to hit me up, call me, and hold me hostage on the phone while I'm driving. Like when I'm driving, that's my personal time of like chilling, listening to music and shit. And he's like, "Oh, you going out to the city? How come you don't take me out?" I'm like, "Listen, bitch, come on, son.
You broke. Not me.
What? Oh my
I'm not
goodness!
taking you out, you broke bitch.
Oh, gee.
Jeez.
I'm just saying. Take
I
yourself
mean,
out.
listen.
Go out with your friends. Hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
Get some friends. Hang out with your friends. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Just saying. God, I had to get that off my chest.
Hey, no,
Let
I
us
saw
know
it.
what you think.
Yes,
Facts.
please.
Hit us up on our social medias.
Let us know.
Hit us up on our Facebook. Guys, what are y'all social medias?
Godzilla_kinda on IG.
And on IG, I'm Rojo Fiasco.
All right. Now,
You could also hit up Tone at King Tone 730.
Woo. Woo. IG as well.
Exactly.
Mixtape dropping soon.
No.
ladies and gentlemen, I am back.
Oh,
ladies
suck
and
it, suck it
gentlemen,
now.
it is fucking drama for your mama. That is right, Jimmy Schmitz. I'm back in the building. Tell your mother, tell your family, I'm back in this bitch. Give me my air horn. That's right. Jimmy, what you got for us this week? Oh, Evan, I got a slobber knock off a story for you guys this week. This shit is nuts.
Pause. Slobber knocker?
Yeah.
Nah, Jimmy, we gonna have to fire you, bro. we're gonna have to fire you, bro.
Go ahead, Jimmy, for your last broadcast.
Yeah, y'all better leave Jimmy alone. Yeah, nigga.
He's wearing a MAGA hat.
There's a story about a married woman and her side piece, where like she met up with her side piece, and they were gonna go out and like go to a hotel. So she calls an Uber, and the Uber comes to pick them up. And you know who's driving the Uber? Her husband.
Oh hell no! Yo, please tell this story.
Elaborate. I need the deets.
I need that drama.
I gotta give
Don't
this drama
let
to
the
my
title
mama.
fool you. It just happened that easily. God told that man he's gonna learn today in a pretty bizarre way. The woman identified as Yemi on her side and her side bae Jesus were gonna go in the evening together in Columbia Hotel, so they requested an Uber to get them there. As usual, the app displayed their driver, Leonardo, so the couple didn't think of anything once the car arrived. But then once they got inside, it ain't no Leonardo, bitch. It's
Donatello.
Yeah, it was the woman Yeme's husband. According to Newsweek, what had happened was her husband borrowed a friend's vehicle and was using that friend's Uber account to moonlight as a driver, which is strictly prohibited by Uber. So he's breaking the law. This nigga's he's a real nigga.
He's a real nigga.
What transpired after that turned into a local urban legend. Some saying they saw the three individuals get out of the vehicle and the two men fought while the woman tried to break it up. Others say the woman and her side boo who fled. I don't know who called him. Click. Talk to that dial tone.
Talk to him.
But yeah, they got into a fight, and other people saw the two men. They said they saw the woman and her side boo flee the scene and flee the wrath of her husband and ran off. Either way, let's hope this is a lesson for both Uber drivers and cheating spouses. Don't let your homie you get your Uber account deactivated, and don't cheat without your own wheels.
Wow.
Now.
Oh, I got a question. She don't recognize none of her husband's friends?
Leonardo?
Yeah.
I think now I don't use Uber, and I would ask Akai if he uses the Uber app, but last time I asked him if he used the app, he got mad at me. So Ken, if you use the Uber app, what? Oh, Akai, you use Tinder? No, how dare you?
Yeah, no, that's Tinder. That's different. You really gotta put that
you
business
use
out.
Uber?
Well, I'm not dating people
not
in
Lyft?
it. Listen,
you supporting Uber after what they did?
I go with
so
Lyft mostly. Yes.
Okay, but have you ever used Uber before?
I have back then, but
do they show the person? That's the only reason why I'm asking.
Do they show the person? Yeah,
I think they.
Yeah,
do.
they do.
Didn't they when we were?
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Do chicks really know all your friends?
Not really.
I mean, my close friends.
My chick ain't gonna know my Uber friends.
My Uber driver friends.
Yeah, they're not gonna learn all of them. It's not impossible. But I'm just saying. Now, husband, he found out his wife was cheating with the dude. Why'd he beat up the dude?
That's his boy. I
Are
guess
you
that's
supposed
what it
to
was.
beat up the dude?
I mean, not that you're supposed to
You're not
beat up
supposed
the
to
dude,
beat
but
anybody
confront
up.
him.
You're not supposed to beat anybody up.
I would say just
This nigga fights
confront
for a
him.
living gonna tell me I'm not supposed to beat anybody up.
You gotta use your powers for good. Use your powers for good, buddy. No.
Nigga fights for a living. Talking about he literally fights for a living. Shouldn't beat anybody up. You don't beat anybody up. Where's my button? Don't stop me.
Boy, get the fuck out of here.
I'm about to beat somebody up after this podcast.
Turning on his word.
There you go.
Just like every week on this. But why'd he beat up the dude? Back to the story. Why'd he beat up the dude?
It's probably just one of those like
of the
instinctual
moment.
things. Yeah, heat of the moment. You know, like
if you felt like your woman was cheating on you and you found her with the dude,
I'm gonna fuck that nigga up. Hell yeah. Motherfucker.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna do? You gonna just watch him? Oh, damn, sorry, dog. You didn't have to be like this. He's putting on
I'm
his
just
pants.
going
and
to
everything.
leave and get another girlfriend.
See,
You're gonna leave and get another girl.
Say that
Okay,
because-
that's fine.
No,
I can't say that.
No,
I've
no,
been
no.
in that situation.
No, but like
plenty of times
with a wife.
That's crazy.
You've been married?
Yeah,
with a
that's
wife.
that's
Yes.
a different
Somebody's
story.
wife.
That's crazy. This guy's crazy. All right, we gotta go, guys. The live
No,
stream.
we got about
Shout
we
out-
got about 15 minutes.
Shout out to the live
We
stream.
got 15
You guys
minutes.
are great. Nah, I'm
Every
gone
time
after
he
this,
catches
man.
me with that, it's just it
I-
gets funnier and funnier.
We don't fuck with infidelity, bro. Just,
No,
come on,
but
bro. No,
but like you like I was saying like I can't say whether or not I would fight the guy because I haven't been put in that situation, so I don't know how I would react if I saw someone that I agreed to spend the rest of my life with and put a ring on their finger, like, oh, you're just gonna step out on me and do all this shit with somebody else. I don't know how I would react. I know how I think I would act. I'd be fucking furious. I'd be seeing red, and if I happen to fuck that nigga up, oh well.
So you can see yourself fighting the dude. I don't see that happening for me. I can't argue your point. That's you.
Yeah.
I'm saying for me, I don't see that happening.
And that's what I'm saying. Like nobody. What?
No, I was gonna say, but why inflict violence on the other person who did no wrong?
Who did no wrong? He's
involved
with the
wrong.
wrong.
The other
like,
person,
you
don't know what they know. They may not even think you exist.
Yeah, but still, at the same time,
and he don't know you, so he don't owe you.
You don't owe me,
but
I owe him.
Why is he responsible for your girl's actions?
He's still involved.
She can't cheat by herself. She can't cheat. She can't cheat by herself.
Responsible when she's the one that hurt you.
Why are they going?
He didn't hurt you. She hurt you.
Listen, it's a man thing.
But what if it's
that's what? Okay, that's, so I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
It's like I can't fuck her up. So
exactly. You ever seen that World Star video? No, you okay? All right. It was some shit that was on Facebook. Some dude was fucking up the boyfriend of this girl that wanted a seat on the train, and he was like a construction worker. And he was like, yeah. So he was like, damn,
the woman wasn't that the one where the woman was talking mad wild?
She was just talking mad wild, and it was like, oh fuck you, yeah, whatever, blah 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 blah.
And then the construction worker comes up and just
decks the boyfriend, because it's like you can't do anything in that situation other than like dag now. So he just did that,
and then got off the train at his stop.
All this men on men violence.
Hey, listen. Unfortunately, we're
not that men should be hitting
creatures.
Women, but it's just more or less like, yo, why inflict violence? I understand they hurt you and you're angry.
I feel like it's a primal instinctual thing. I mean, me for me.
What instinct does that fall in? Because that's not survival. That's not
survival. I guess it's just pride. It's pride. That's
exactly,
all it is.
Exactly
pride.
It's like, damn, if you fucking this dude, he's probably better than me. So let me show you how much better he is than me by beating him up.
By making him
you chose an inferior man because I fucked him up. Look at him bleeding and dying on the curb.
That's unfortunately how it goes. I mean, I know nowadays I wouldn't want to put myself in that situation unless it called for it. And like, I'll definitely say this. If I knew the person, I'd definitely be like that.
What'd you say?
If I knew the person, I'd definitely be
Not you.
I was looking at something on my phone and I didn't realize, damn, my phone's kind of close. I hope the camera not picking that up. Yo, when I'm editing this, don't show that.
Don't show that.
Even though Akai's talking, if that's in the angle,
don't show that.
Put me.
Don't show that.
Show me listening.
Jesus.
With a
That's
nice face.
nasty.
But guys, we have some viewer questions I wanted to get
yes,
to.
get to them.
So
get to
these
them.
viewer questions.
And sound off on that, guys. If you guys have any other,
however you guys.
How
feel.
you gonna handle it, guys? Serious.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like no violence should be handled, but
Yeah.
I understand that you are hurt, you are vulnerable in that moment.
I feel like
never know what can happen.
now coming with a different mindset, I'll have like a better, like I guess, reaction to it. Because I mean, you don't have to act with violence all the time, but it's just like in that moment, you never know what it is that you're gonna do. Because I mean, that's like Kenneth was saying, it's like that's the person.
So
that
our
you
first question,
had the whole thing with.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but yeah, our first question is this is an odd one.
Uh-oh.
My girl keeps making Asian noises in bed, and she's black. Does that mean she's enjoying the noodle?
That's next question.
What are Asian sounds?
I don't even know what that. I mean, I'm guessing. It sounds like Tone has given us the right tone for that.
Oh, wait, this question was from Tone. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nasty.
Oh, let's get to a real question.
Real questions only.
Can you move forward in life if you are constantly holding on and reliving the negative past?
Nope.
No.
Can't do it. Got to let that shit go.
How do you let it go?
You let it go by literally sitting down with yourself and saying, okay, what is it that I want for myself? It's like that bit of self-love that you got to give yourself. Instead of holding on to something negative, you got to literally say, okay, what is going to propel me to go forward?
And sometimes just acknowledging what's happening to you in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be there in the here and now instead of just like living in the past. Because
I've definitely had moments where like something from my past is like kind of showing up and like it put a damper on me in that moment. But sometimes I have to sit back and realize that's all in the past.
Exactly.
What's in front of me is what's important. and focus on what I want again, where I want to go is like the future. And that's what I need to be putting my focus on. You can't focus on the future if you keep looking in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can't look back. You got to focus on the future, and you got to recognize what's in front of you right now and utilize the tools you have and the mindset and you know, and just make it happen to wherever it is you're trying to go. Like, that's what helped me out.
Yeah.
Can't move forward if you're always looking back.
The next question is: change a must for new opportunities, or does it hold you back?
You have to change. You have to change. You have to adapt. Because if you don't adapt, you're gonna die.
That's true.
Evolution.
There you go.
No, that is definitely true. Like, I've had moments in my life where, you know, I was craving change because what I was going through just in the situation and habitat that I was in wasn't productive, and it wasn't helping me towards the end goals that I wanted to achieve. So it really caused me to I had to make a shift and to change gears in what I was doing, to change my approach, to figure out how to get in the right lane to get to not even get to where I want to be, but at least be on the right path, to be in that direction to get towards that end goal. And in that moment, it was like there were people I've had to change up. There were, you know, jobs I've had to change, friends. You know, you can't be friends with certain people after certain conditions. There's certain jobs you can't have. There's certain things you cannot be around. And, you know, you have to make that grown-up decision. You have to make that executive decision to know whether or not when it's time to cut ties with certain things. Like, I remember my first job. I was so committed to my first job because it was my first job. I was like, I want to make it work. I want to be able to, like, grow in this company. I want to be able to, like, you know, get promotions and make everybody proud just to prove to myself I can do it. Because that's just something I didn't want to leave at the same position I came in with. But after being there for 2 years, you understand that what I want isn't the only thing that mattered. It wasn't the only thing that factored into why I was in that same position. There were other things against me, and you have to realize I didn't have the power to change it. And if this wasn't the career path that I even wanted, I had to, like, just cold turkey, just really make that cut. Because when I put the power in the other person's hand to, like, hey, you know, I want to leave, but I understand you want to fill this position, so I'll hold out till you find somebody. Nigga, I was the somebody. They wasn't looking for nobody. They just kept me along. They kept stringing me along until I had to make that decision to cut that off and, like, yo, I'm out. I can't do this. So sometimes you have to understand when something has run its course and you have time for something new. You got to be able to make that decision. It might be, I'm not saying it's easy. It's definitely not easy.
It'll never be easy in those
sometimes
moments.
That's one of the hardest things you got to do.
It's always going to be some of the hardest things you have to do, to let something go, let a person go, to let a job go, something that you feel that you thought was going to be something. But you have to let go of what you thought it was, and you have to realize what it actually is.
Even parts of yourself. You know, like traits about ourselves sometimes. We often forget that what we do with ourselves in our own time could also be a hindering fact, you know? Like, I mean, I've had to face a lot of that stuff. I mean, you know, I usually try to be really aloof and, you know, like, carefree, but at the same time, there's, like, you know, times where you got to really sit back and say, okay, all right, let's get down to brass tacks and be serious about shit.
That's,
you know?
Straight facts, and especially as a man like me, just maturing and going through my 20s, I've changed a lot. I remember when I was 23, I was so different than who I was at 19.
You bring it up all the time.
I know.
The baggy clothes.
The baggy clothes.
Oh my God. The fit. Oh my God.
You still got that kind of
we all went through it.
I was triple X before Tentacion.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. That's
so.
All right.
On that note, next question.
The next question was somebody wanted to know, do we believe in monogamy? Can men be monogamous?
I can't even lie. I always Google this. I have to look up the definition every time.
Mono's one. Poly is many.
I know.
But, you know how do you feel about that argument where people always try to say, like, oh, you know, men were born to be natural spread seeds. Women have one egg. Men have millions of sperm. We're meant to just go around and spread our seed. Women are meant to host one egg and
sowing
sit
the
down
royal oats. No.
But that's the argument a lot of people try to bring up. So
say,
like, I'm just asking y'all, do y'all personally believe in monogamy? Can y'all be monogamous?
Yeah.
I definitely can. I definitely can. It's just like, I guess that.
What's that face for, Evan?
Listen, for me, I definitely can.
Yeah.
I don't know about it.
Oh my God.
No, I wasn't pointing at Kenneth. No, Kenneth said he can. He then, you know.
No, it's just, you know.
I hope you can do it.
I guess it. Wish you the best, bro.
Y'all niggas ain't shit.
It's just, I think what happens.
Go ahead, Akai.
I think what happens is that, you know, just like the accessibility factor with the social media that we have today, that gives men, I guess I guess the privilege, and I'm again air quotes for anybody that's listening, but I guess that gives them the privilege, it seems, to say, oh well, you know, I can look at this over here, I can have this side piece over here, and it's just that's what gives the negative aspect to everything that we do. You know, like it's like you're already gonna place that definition on somebody if you already have to ask them, hey, are you gonna be just for me, like, you know, monogamous? Like,
if you gotta ask, yeah,
then that's a little concerning. Don't even go with the person if you gotta ask them. You should. And
then even if they are doing everything right, but you just feel like something could be up, that's your insecurity. That's something you got to deal with yourself.
Exactly.
You can't get that other person involved.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's usually what happens in relationships that start off.
Yeah, that's the ultimate thing about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the end of our questions that we received. I believe some of us might have questions for the viewers.
All right, so I came across this topic like earlier in the week, so I want to bring this out to all of our viewers, listeners, all of our fans, all this stuff. So, when you're in a relationship with someone, does your family factor into it at all? If your family happens to not like them, if your family can have any sort of impact on your relationship, should your family co-sign on your relationship?
Okay, you want to go first if you have something. You have 5 minutes.
I feel like we went over this or touched on it at one point in one of the podcasts, but
it might have been the videos we did before the podcast.
Yeah. No, I think like when we were here, but then again, I feel like personally, you kind of have to, because your family knows you.
Yeah, but like my bigger point was like if your family doesn't like approve of them, if you're,
I would say in that situation, I would want everybody to feel comfortable. I mean, as a person, I'm still gonna make the choice of like, you know, getting to know that person and continuing, but I'd still also want, you know, what I have here. Like my family was before you, you know. And I've seen, they'll be here after you, and also in the future. So if I see you in my future, I would definitely want to make sure that's like solid.
That bridge is built,
because I mean, even if you don't like a person, you still gotta get to know that person, and maybe things might change. If it's still like that kind of like, yo, deep seated, like, nah, we just ain't fucking with him, then I don't know. I don't know.
What about
it's
you?
Tough.
It depends on how serious the relationship is, honestly. It's just like the more serious it is, then the more important that is.
Yeah.
If it's not that serious of a relationship, then I don't really care what my family thinks. But if it is serious, like Akai said, it's something that has to factor in. Because even if you don't care what they think, they may not affect your opinion. But ultimately, that person's going to end up having to deal with upset family member who may not, they're going to cross paths. And if it's going to create uncomfortable energy, then that's something that's going to make you uncomfortable. So in turn, you want to make sure all of that's straight going forward. And sometimes you got to get to the bottom of the root of it and figure out why there is an issue, and then try to either solve it or move on from there. You have to make that executive decision. And with that being said, that's the last topic, guys. You let us know. You hit up Kenneth. You hit me up. Your social medias, Rojo Fiasco, Godzilla_kinda, mine, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. All of those are at Evan Combest. Please check us out on Facebook. The Can We Not page will be showing the live stream on there. The videos will be on YouTube coming up later on this week. Shout out to Sky's Crescent Radio. Shout out to City World Radio.
We got one more shout out though.
Shout out to Sharice for her birthday.
Yes, Sharice.
We also got to shout out
Sharice.
Jade. She's got a show coming up October 10th. Exactly. Go support her. The poll will be televised. Yes.
It'll be televised. Nice. We'll share it on the page.
Exactly.
Nice.
There we go.
Until then, guys, we'll see you guys next week. We are out this bitch.
Peace.
Yeah. Ow. Hold on. Solid.
Ooh.